I want to begin with the forecast. I actually don't want to begin with the forecast, Cody, because it is hot and just getting hotter this week.
It is going to be a...
While some state and local leaders are hesitant to follow the CDC's new mask guidelines, others are completely rejecting it. Thomas Patrick Connolly Jr. is accused of sending numerous threatening emails to Fauci and other public health officials. The United States Senate has cleared a key vote for the nearly $1 trillion infrastructure bill. A 67 to 32 vote to debate the measure passed, with 17 Republicans voting in favor. An increase of police are planned for a road that you might take to work. For 4 hours today, the Clarksville Police Department will hold a high-visibility engagement event. To your top coronavirus story now. Your second COVID vaccine shot might not be your last. New data from Pfizer is out, and it's suggesting that a booster shot of its vaccine can add protection against the Delta variant. Now, with the start of the school year just around the corner, pediatricians are urging parents to get their kids caught up on childhood vaccinations. News 4's Justina Latimer has more. We have wild new video this morning showing a time lapse of the moments a camera fell right into the Dixie fire. So far, those flames have torched more than 217,000 acres. Almost 40 structures have been destroyed, and more than 10,000 others are at risk. This morning, evacuation orders are in place, but some people are staying put in an effort to try and fight the fire themselves. So far this year, wildfires in the U.S. have burned an area larger than Delaware and Rhode Island combined. More new video for you this morning showing the devastation left behind after floodwaters took over part of a highway. Do you see that? This happened about an hour west of Charleston, South Carolina. The road is expected to be closed for weeks. Now, I want to take you live to Memphis for a big update on the I-40 bridge, and you're going to like this one. TDOT says they will reopen part of the bridge next week. Crews say the bridge will reopen under limited traffic while they continue to finish those repairs. All eastbound lanes will open by 6 a.m. on Monday. Westbound lanes will open next Friday, August 6th. The Music City Grand Prix kicks off next Friday.
Wow.
And hopefully it cools down a little bit before then. I'm going to be out there in the elements.
Right.
Sweating.
Yeah, you're one of the announcers.
Yeah,
right.
Hosting it.
That'll be fun.
I'll be there.
Oh, I hope it's not 100 degrees next week.
It's going to be. Watch.
It's all.
As the Tokyo Olympics continue, American athletes keep racking up the medals. U.S. swimmers have been extremely impressive so far, but will that success continue? Plus, a new report shows Nashville's economy is on a great pace. We'll explain what's giving it a post-pandemic boost. Police say the suspect took a rifle and handguns from the store. This is still an active search, so people in the area of Mount Juliet, please stay aware. Now, Cody, let's get over to that forecast. I keep telling myself it feels a little bit better today. No, that's not the case today.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
I think
with temperatures expected to be near 100, it's important to remember how dangerous this heat can be. Extreme heat kills hundreds of people every single year. So if you need to be outdoors today or tomorrow, make sure you stay hydrated. When we talked to Kendra Loney from the Nashville Fire Department, she said any extra activity outside makes it feel even hotter. A federal jury handed down a 60-count second charge for 9 members of the gang MS-13. This includes drug dealing and allegations of 7 murders in Nashville between 2016 and 2017. The indictment came down Monday. If convicted, all of them could face decades in prison and possibly life sentences. And a search is on right now for a man in Murfreesboro. Take a good look at your screen. Apollo Cantrellis is a murder suspect. And there's still a lot of discussion about masks in schools and whether or not they should be mandated. 3 Nashville physicians sat down with News 4's Justina Latimer to talk about it and what they call continued mismanagement. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear has put a mask mandate back in place. All state employees, regardless of vaccinations, will have to wear a mask indoors and while they work. The same will be enforced on visitors as well. Now, we've told you for days that a local radio host, Phil Valentine, tested positive for the coronavirus. We've now learned that he's on a ventilator. His brother Mark just told News 4 that it was Phil's decision because he felt like he needed the help. This all comes as CMA Fest was once again canceled earlier this summer. Don't count on it happening again, though. Right now, they're already going forward with a full plan for CMA Fest 2022. We haven't had one since 2019 because of the pandemic. So go ahead and mark your calendars now. It's set to take place June 9th through June 12th. The Tamarack fire has scorched more than 68,000 acres across California and Nevada since July 4th. The governors of both states held a joint press conference Wednesday after they toured the damage from the massive wildfire. Now they're pleading for more resources to help fight wildfires burning in the West. The federal government is expected to address the issues later on this week. They need help fast, too. There are currently about 90 large fires burning in the western U.S. As for the Tamarack fire, it's about 60% contained. So thankfully, we're not dealing with that here right now, Cody, but it feels like it outside. A potential hiccup in your morning routine. Your cup of joe might cost a little bit more soon. Coffee is the latest item to become more expensive due to supply shortages. A lot of this is because of bad weather in Brazil. Dry weather and devastating frost has harmed the country's coffee trees and reduced supply.